Good morning to the entire universe of senior market insurance agents. This is Bill Kiray here from Neishloss and Fleming, flying solo today on this episode of Near and Far. It's Thursday morning, November 19th. Just excited to get together with you this morning. So one of the things I wanted to start out talking about was our previous episode when we talked about the Facebook advertisements that were new from United Healthcare, and got a tremendous response on it already just in the last day to day and a half. A lot of calls in from many of you wanting to understand, how do I get to those ads? How do I set up my own Facebook business page? All of that. So just wanted to recircle on those just for a quick second. The ads are tremendous. We were only able to show you one of them when we were here on our episode when Rob and I were together talking about it. Lots of different options on the picture selection, the text, different things. So you can really get a customized feel for what you think would be best for your business. Additionally, if you need some tips on creating your own business Facebook page, hit us up here at the office. Either reach out to us through the comments on our YouTube video. You can just leave a comment, say, hey, I'd like to learn more, and we'll reach out. And this is just an excuse for me to use the magic. Here's the phone number that you can reach out to us, 800-562-7733. Go ahead and hit us up on that. And we'll be happy to help you, not just to be able to get those Facebook advertisements, but maybe to give your business Facebook page a little facelift and get it most appropriately ready to generate leads for you during this AEP. So yesterday I was actually popping around on the internet and went to a site that I really like to visit, insuranceforums.com. And it is a really tremendous site, not just for senior market agents, but really for insurance agents practicing in any area of the business, be it property casualty or group health or life insurance or all sorts of different things. It's a tremendous community of individuals who are just sharing ideas, talking about concepts, really like that site, and really like the folks who run it. I know them pretty well. But I was just popping around in the Senior Insurance Forum, and there's a lot of discussion going on there. One of the posts that really drew my eye, and I kind of read through it, and I thought it was kind of interesting, was a discussion about an agent who was looking at his book of business and said to himself, gee, I've got a big block of consumers who are in a plan with lower star ratings, but the benefits are still pretty decent. Should I move them? Should I not? Kind of what do I want to do on it? And, that really in particular made me think about stars. And not necessarily talking about these types of stars, but the star ratings on Medicare Advantage plans in particular. So, interestingly enough, when star ratings first came out, I know that there were a lot of us in the business who thought, what are we doing here? Like, why do we need a quality rating? Like, aren't these plans really simply about premium, co-pays, ancillary benefits, network, like formulary? Those are really the pertinent things. What the federal government thinks about the quality of the plan, many of us in the business felt, is really kind of secondary to, what are the line item benefits? What is my consumer going to pay when they go for a doctor's visit? What are they going to pay for their 3 prescriptions at Walgreens? What are they going to do? And I think as a result, many of the insurance carriers initially, when star ratings came out, really didn't pay a whole lot of attention to them. It was just kind of like a whatever, that's CMS telling us whether our plan is good or not, but as long as the membership's rolling in, who cares? When CMS finally decided to tie revenue for the insurance plans to the star ratings, though, that's when they really kind of became pertinent. So let's talk about star ratings for a little bit and kind of what they are right now and why they might be pertinent, not just to that agent who made that post on insurance forums, and, a lot of great discussion there, but why they might be pertinent to you. So when we talk about star ratings, what do we really mean? So star ratings is a quality indicator that CMS assigns to each Medicare Advantage plan. They also do it for the prescriptions drug plans too, but really, it's much more pertinent for the MA plans. But they're really based on 5 factors. So let's take a look at what those 5 factors are. First, they're looking at that membership and determining, are the consumers staying healthy? Are they dealing with screenings, tests, vaccines, that type of thing? Then they additionally look at how well does the plan help their members manage their chronic long-term conditions. Third, they look at plan responsiveness and care with certain data points that indicate how well the plan is engaging specifically with their members. Next, they look at, are the members complaining? Are they filing complaints with the federal government about getting service? What type of interactions they're having on claims or different things. And then lastly, they look at customer service indicators specific to their call centers and other ways that members can communicate with the plan. So that's what a star rating is really based off of. Now, as an insurance agent, you're probably sitting at home and saying to yourself, okay, maybe these really kind of matter, but I'm still most concerned, and my clients, more importantly, are most concerned with what will I pay each month for my health plan? What will I pay when I go to the doctor? What will I pay for my drugs? Is my doctor on my network? Like those are probably the things your clients are really asking you about most. So let's talk for a second in terms of trying to get around to why should the star rating for the plan matter to you. Let's talk about why it matters to the insurance carrier. Now, I had said very briefly that the insurance carriers really weren't paying a whole lot of attention to the star ratings prior to them being tied to revenue. Once that change was made, where there is a bonus that is applied for plans that are above or at 4 stars or better in terms of their rating, then all of a sudden the carriers paid a lot more attention to star ratings and building out programs and indicators to make sure to maximize that star rating. Now, plans again are receiving a 5% bonus per member per month if they are at 4 stars or better. Now, that again probably begs the question to you, why as an insurance agent do I care if the insurance company who I'm writing my consumer on is getting more money for the federal government? That's just more money in those fat cats' pockets. That's just padding all those CEOs' salaries and all those different things. Does it really matter to you? And I would tell you, yes, it absolutely should matter to you as an insurance agent. So let's talk about why health plans with a higher star rating who are getting more revenue, why that should matter in terms of where you think about placing your business. So specific to you and your interaction with your members, let's think about AEP for a second. AEP can be pretty hectic because you've got 2 things that you're trying to accomplish. The first thing is you are trying to touch base with all of your existing members and make certain that they're in the best plan for them. And if they're not in a plan that's appropriate for the upcoming year, you may have to engage in moving those consumers. Secondarily, you're looking to find new consumers. You're looking to engage with, Bob and Susan and Laverne and Kathleen that are not your current clients to add them to your book of business, help them with their insurance needs, but continue to build your revenue, to build your book of business. Now, the more time you have to spend with your existing members is less time you have to find new members to grow. And, most agents that I talk to will generally quantify the success level of their AEP by, did I keep all my members? And then how many new members did I add to my book of business? Because if you go through an entire AEP, let's say you start out with a book of business of 100 and you end at 102, you're not really moving forward a whole lot, So the more time you are able to spend on acquisition and the less time you have to spend in retention really dictates the success level of your AEP. Now, specific to why does it matter to you, the insurance agent, whether a carrier gets more money, let's talk about these 3 concepts. If a carrier is receiving more money than another carrier, let's say you have carrier A, who's at 4.5 stars, carrier B, who's at 3. That gap in revenue, while it doesn't sound significant, is really significant because by being able to get larger amounts of reimbursement for their members, they can then use that money to pump into the plan to provide better benefits. Secondarily, if they have more money, it will promote plan stability. They have more dollars to potentially offset higher claims so that they're not having to bounce around. Like, let's think about, for those of you who have been in the business for a while, what was Medicare Advantage like in 2007, 2008, 2009? There were wild swings in reimbursements. Carriers weren't able to budget as well because it was a sort of a newer market. and you saw these massive swings year to year, and premiums were 0, then premium was 50, then down to 25, then to 75. And those wild swings on the premiums and plan benefits force many of you to have to move your business year over year. Okay, I had 150 members in this plan. This plan's blowing up. I got to move them all over here. Not leaving a lot of time for acquisition. The next year, the consumers you moved to this new plan, all of a sudden that plan's blown up. Got to move them around. So one of the benefits in terms of the last, I would say, 6 to 8 years, with plan benefits being much more stable, is you've been able to commit so much more time to acquisition as opposed to trying to move business you'd already acquired. So that plan stability, again, is more important for you, because if the products you are placing your members in, it provides less clients that you have to move, giving you more time to find new consumers. So let's just kind of recap on that. Star ratings, why are they important to you? If you have the choice between placing a member in a plan that's 3 stars or one that's 4.5, that plan that's 4.5, you have reason to believe, nothing's a certainty obviously, but you have reason to believe that that plan will get more money from the federal government for its members, B, be able to provide better benefits, and C, be able to provide those benefits over a longer period of time, meaning that there's less reason to think you're going to have to move your book year over year, giving you a much larger period of time to acquire new members. So really glad that we got to talk about star ratings today. Another great reason that I was happy that I popped into Insurance Forums the other day. And if you're looking to get some great information, just shameless plug here for my friends over at Insurance Forums. That website address is insurance-forums.com. Make sure to go pop in, see what people are talking about, connect with agents that are doing the same type of business that you are. Always like to really enjoy the discussion there, and what's also great is no one's talking about Trump or Biden. Woo! No more election talk on insuranceforums.com. So check those guys out. So looking forward to seeing you guys again on Tuesday, November 24th at 7 a.m. Going to have some more great content for you next week. Thanks for joining us here on Near and Far. Have a great day.